Alright, so in this video we're going to work on multiple representations of a function. So we have y equals 2x plus 4. So this is our slope intercept. Alright, this is our slope intercept form. So don't worry about the word problem or the pattern. Alright. And this is actually going to be pretty simple because this is in y equals mx plus b form. So the m is going to be our 2 and the b is going to be our 4. So right here on our slope, we're going to go ahead and put a 2 for the slope. That's the m. And the y-intercept is going to be a positive 4 because this is a plus sign. Okay? Now, just for right now, I would say that we want everything to be in fraction form. So put 2 over 1. Anytime you have a whole number, put a 1 over it. And this slope should match this slope, and it should match this slope. All right, so we're going to go over everything at once. Now, for the table, we're going to use your calculator. So I'm going to go ahead and on my calculator, I'm going to put 2x plus 4. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to second graph. And we're only going to do from -2 to +2. So -2 to +2. I'm going to write that down on my x. -2, -1, 0. 1, 2, and then according to the calculator, -2, 0, -1, 2, 0, 4, 1, 6, and then 2, 8. All right, this is the same thing. I'm just copying it down. Now, the delta y over delta x. All right, remember, what is the change? If we follow a pattern, I notice that every single time the y is changing, it's increasing by 2. So I have a +2 every time. All right. So that means my delta y, the change in the y, is going to be a +2. So that does match my slope. It looks like I'm good so far. And then over here on this side, from -2 to +2, that means it was an increase, which means it's going up. There's a plus. Plus how much? Every single time it's going up by 1. So the delta x, the change, remember delta means change, the change in the x is 2 over 1. So do these match? If they match, that means we're good. Moving on, ordered pairs. So we're going to copy this here. All right, so I have -2, 0, -1, 2, 0, 4, 1, 6, and then 2, 8. And all we're going to do is we're going to figure out which way we're supposed to go. All right, so on my x side, I go left or right if it's positive or negative. So if I have a -2, I'm going to go to the left. -1 goes to the left. Now, if there's a 0, it doesn't move, so I'm going to scratch it out. It does not move. 1 is positive, it goes to the right. 2 is positive, it goes to the right. On the y side, we go up and down if it's positive or negative, but there's a 0, so 0 means don't move it, scratch it out. 2 is you go up. 4, you go up, because these are positive numbers. It's a +6, it goes up. 8, it goes up. So this is going to help me graph on this graph paper right here. So -2, 0, I go to the left and then I don't move. So from the center, I go to the left, don't move, that's where it goes, -2, 0, right there. Next, I have -1 goes to the left and then 2 goes up. So from the center, -1 and then 2 goes up right there. Next, 0 means I don't move, no left and right, but I do have to go up 4. So from the center, I don't move, but I go up 4. Put it here. Right here, 1, 6. So I go to the right 1 and up 6 to the right 1, up 6 units. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to see. And the last one, 2 to the right and then 8 up. So then 2 from the center, 1, 2, and then 8 up. And so now I have my graph. Y'all should be able to see this, right? Now we're going to talk about rise over run. Some of us haven't seen this, but basically there's a pattern on these dots. All right, rise can go up if it's positive, down if it's negative. Run is always going to the right side. All right, run is always going to go to the right. So we're always going to start from the left point going to these, all right? Like if you're reading a sentence from the left to the right. So if I start on this dot and I want to go to this dot, am I going to go in an uprise or a downrise? I have to go up. I have to go up 1, 2 blocks. So my rise is +2 because it doesn't matter. Watch, if I start here and I want to get to the next one, it's 1, 2. All right, no matter what, Start on the dot. To get to the next one, you have to go up 1, 2. That's the up. That's the rise motion. And the run, how many times you have to go to the side? So again, let me start from here. I'm gonna go up 1, 2, and then that means to go to the right one side. To the right is 1. So 1, 2, and then to the right 1. Up 2, to the right 1. Up 2, to the right. So the run is only 1. So does this slope match this slope match this slope? Yes, we're all good. Everything here matches. All right. Now, if you want to get a ruler or something, get a card, I don't know, and line it up. Try to line it up as best as you can. Bam. Put my line. Good, good. And then for the mapping, I'm gonna put it in random order. Let's put 0, -1, 2, -2, +1. So I'm just putting these in random orders, right? Next, put these, let's put like 6, 8, 4, 2, 0. Now all you gotta do is match it. So the table gives you the answers for everything. -2 is supposed to go to the 0. So -2, draw a line going to 0. Good. -1 is supposed to go to 2. So -1, let's go to 2 down here. Good. 4, oh sorry, no, 0, 4. All right, so 0 to 4. Bam. 1 goes to 6, so my 1. So I'm gonna kind of draw like this little curved line all the way up to the 6. And then you have 2 and 8, +2 to 8, right? Not the prettiest. All right, so this bubble is the X bubble, and this bubble is the Y bubble. Now, sometimes they don't call it the Y. You can also say, or it's the F of X bubble, okay? Now, in the middle right here where it says equation, we don't really have to worry about this because they gave us the equation. This is already in slope-intercept form. So y equals 2x plus 4. All right, so that makes it easy because we're already in that form. So, all right, I want you to go ahead and try this. Use your calculator, and let's say we have y equals, on this side, I'm gonna make sure I give you some nice whole numbers. All right, let's do -4x and hold up, -2. All right. So use your calculator, do the same thing we just did. So go ahead and fill it out here. All right. On the back part, there's 2 more right here. Use something really basic. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. There's 1 in the back right here. And this is y equals -x. All right. So it's all the same thing, guys. We're just filling everything out. Start off by putting in the calculator and do from -2 to +2. All right, on your calculator, only do the -2s to +2s on all these.